Thanks, Sidonio. Thank you very much, Sidonio. With elements like this, right, my friends, Inácio doesn't even need enemies. Of course, he's trying to cover up the entire situation taking over Brazil in every way possible. They're out there trying to promote Conference of the Parties, 30. Conference of the Parties, 30. They declared the GLO there because it's an allied state, not a governor who demands accountability from Lula to do what's right. In Pará, it's different. Der Barbalho does whatever he wants. So there they can have GLO, but not in Rio de Janeiro. But not even Lula's GLO. The military saw it. Why did it change? We used to have so much admiration for our armed forces, but not Lula's military. Are they able to stop cell phone theft in Pará? Cell phone theft in Pará? Imagine. And then Janja comes along. Janja, man, she's trying to imitate Lula.
In Pará?
There are 50 million in the Amazon. There are 50 people are inflating numbers. It's being blasted on all the networks. And Lula, right, with this image of him, okay? Look, I'll show you the video here. It's amazing. Hit the like button. Join our family. Subscribe for news and updates. The Amazon now has 50 million inhabitants. Even I didn't know that. Remember when Lula used to say that? I used to just throw out numbers, like when I claimed Brazil had 25 billion hungry children, but it was really just 25. In Europe, it was fashionable to claim Brazil had 25 billion starving children. Genji chose to copy him. Why? What are they trying to do? To cover it up. Look, Sidon called this to try to cover up all the repercussions throughout Brazil, the whole world. Now it's a global thing, the whole world. Trump is already offering help to state and municipal governments. They call Janja, man. It's all kinds of nonsense, right? That's the way they like it. It's just partying with other people's money.
President Lula said we would have the biggest conference of the parties of all time in New York.
In
2023, we docked the Amazonian ship at the
2023, when it wasn't Trump, right? FIA. Because now I doubt you would do that there.
Central Park. And here we are today in this extraordinary company, in this gathering of people, especially you young people who believe that another world is possible and necessary, a world of peace.
This lady, look, by the little flags you're seeing here, right? Can you imagine? There aren't any people there, just the excited PT audience. They bring them wherever they go. She can't give a speech like Michelle, who grabs the microphone and starts talking confidently in every direction. It's always like that. She can't give a speech unless she has a memorized script, right? A script written by advisors, not her, since she lacks that skill.
More solidarity, less inequality, free from poverty, hunger, and the climate crisis. A world with greater participation of women and gender equality. Without women, there are no standing forests.
Yes, what does it have to do with it? Forests wouldn't stand without women. Man, these people are really freaking out.
They say the Amazon is the
Lung of the
planet. I prefer to say that the Amazon is the heart of the planet. A heart that beats in the chest of its nearly 50 million inhabitants.
The Amazon has 50 million people now, though I think it's really 22 or 27, but the numbers are inflated. They can say nearly 50 million inhabitants. That pulses, man, that
carries the culture of 400 indigenous people speakers of more than 300 languages. World leaders will get to know the reality of our Amazon.
Wants to stop me, unfortunately. Misgoverned by Helder Barbalho. We see several images coming in here. Open sewage, everything right there. A total lack of care. It's obvious, a PT member acting like one. But he's not from the PT. But it's Practically as if it were that Barbalho family over there, which is already a dynasty. How many years have they dominated the state? But thanks, Sidoni, it was really good that you let Janja speak, because now people know exactly who is who, right?
They will understand that the division between humanity and nature doesn't make sense. Under each tree,
There is a
woman, there is a man, there is a child.
worse than Dilma. Under every tree, there is a woman, there is a child, there is a man under every tree. So no one will work here in this country anymore, right? Because everyone will go to the tree.
In a few days,
I'm going to take this one down. For God's sake, this is for Sidon. So
the culture of
it's always something new we see. We notice, right? Lula called the military. GLO in Pará. Journalist, look what happened. Yesterday, Balaam hosted the Global Citizen event, a truly left-wing gathering, right? Even with security fully reinforced, the television record reporter from Belém, Priscila Amaral, was robbed and had her cell phone stolen inside the event itself. But hadn't a GLO been declared there? It hadn't been declared. But this is a reflection of Lula's government, which insists on treating them as victims. Wherever there's a group of leftists or Lula, you can be sure nothing good will result. This is just the first account. Calm down, we're only on day 2, right, of the event, and it goes until November 25th. We'll see more cases, Ixi. There will be videos here for BDL people getting robbed. At Conference of the Parties, 30 will see more incidents like this, or worse, likely covered up by the state government. The government of the King of the North, Helder Barbalho, and his henchmen, the PT, the Party of Traffickers, State of Pará, credits online. Look here, the journalist here from
robbed just now. We're stuck in traffic on Augusto Montenegro, leaving Mangueirão, where the Global Citizen event is taking place. It's a great event. However, the gangs are on the loose, even inside, even with security. I had a hair clip. I couldn't go in with my hair clip because of security, but gangs that steal cell phones are inside. Here's the thing. I know who it was, have an idea, and remember the moment and the whole story, right? They pretend there's a crowd and they push you. I looked at your face, I talked to you, and I'm giving you a chance to regret it, okay? And hand over the phone, because otherwise it will be worse if I have to go after it by other means, and we will find it. Just to let you know, in case someone tries to pass on my phone, if anyone receives it or wants it, they should return it. It's a matte black iPhone with a burgundy case, 16 Pro. And the police have already been notified.
journalist, right? Journalist. What does she have there of private security and police? She never stops. We hope she gets her phone back, but also that everyone who gets robbed gets their things back too. Imagine that. But from her side, we understand the outrage. She can't go into Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva and Janja's event with a hair clip. She can't go in with a hair clip. Gangs and cell phone thefts are occurring at Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva and Janja's event. Man, even journalists couldn't get their belongings back. But that's obvious. Because of Lula, right? The victims are spicy, right?
Every time we talk about fighting drugs, it might actually be easier for us to fight our own addicts internally. The users are responsible for the dealers who are, also victims of the users. In other words, so you have a...
People? How is that possible? To say that this guy represents our countryman? It's outrageous to talk to a guy who opens his mouth, this sewer, to say something like that. Picante was victimized by a user. You're kidding. This doesn't make any sense. There's no justification for something like this. It's unbelievable. For us to witness such an atrocity, It's obvious, right? He's just going to defend his own, not the Brazilian people. Only those in his circle, right? From his background, it's possible. In the history of the world, I don't think there's ever been a president of the republic. Except, right? Gustavo Petro also says things like that. But a president of the republic from a serious country, a big country, who said something like that, Picante is a victim. Only the people were left to blame. And his mess right there. Spending millions, GLO Tal. The environment is totally controlled. I think that's why the journalist couldn't get in just because of a simple hair clip. The guy is scared. He's only bringing his own people. Conference of the Parties. 30 will be packed with activity and will witness some incredible things. And he couldn't even stop it in the state where he declared everything. He couldn't even stop a simple cell phone theft. Imagine the people attending. She's a famous journalist. What they're gonna go through there, the hardship they're gonna face there. Share this video on WhatsApp, Telegram, hit the like button, and come join our family by subscribing to our channel, okay?